If you follow me on Instagram, there's a strong chance you've already seen this. This is the Accsoon Como, and it's a wireless communications device built for filmmakers. Communication is one of the most important things in almost every area of life. Think about relationships, think about businesses, athletes in a team, and filmmaking on set is absolutely no different. To be able to deliver that message, to make sure that everyone's on the same page creatively is absolutely crucial, but also in execution, because delivering that message efficiently is absolutely paramount. When natural light is a factor or tight budgets are at play, time becomes absolutely everything, and that is where these guys come in. Having key members of the team hooked into each other's ears means that you're not burning time, and that means you can directly communicate to make sure that setup or pack down is super efficient, and to make sure that if you're shooting at golden hour, you're not burning that valuable time with that golden light. These Accsoon Comos have 10 hours of battery life with a 400 meter range and noise cancellation. They also feature drop to talk mics, which is great if you need your hands active for the job that you're doing while you're talking. And then if you don't want to use it, you flip it up, you're muted, no one can hear you. This is great if all team members remember to flip it down when they need to talk, and just make sure you don't go to the bathroom with it down. Recently, we participated in the 48-hour film festival. This is where you get 48 hours to come up with a film from scratch, right through to delivery, and we used these in the camera crew. There was only 3 of us, and I knew they were going to be handy. I did not think they were going to be this handy. My role on set was the DOP, however, the camera crew that I was working with, there was only 3 of us, so all the grip, the gaff, the audio, the editing, it was a real collaborative process and we did it all together. Having these Comos on set was absolutely gold. When you had someone outside tweaking a light while someone was keeping an eye on the frame, to be able to go drop it down, raise it up, move it left, move it right, just absolute time saver. And when you're working in something like a 48-hour film festival, time is absolutely everything. During the shoot, we had a gear room, which was essentially like a rumpus room or something like that. And we were shooting in the kitchen, the dining room, and the family room. Now this was absolutely handy, even though it was only a couple meters away. If Aaron had gone off to grab another memory card to be like, hey man, can you grab us a Parvo tube as well, please, and bring that one back. To not have to yell across the house and yell across other people, or I know this sounds lazy, but not to have to get up and go there and get it yourself. It's all those little things that just save time and stop wasting valuable moments on set. But it's not just handy in those situations. We were filming with 2 cameras to get as much coverage and be as efficient as possible. So when we're filming in a scene, I could drop that down and just whisper into the mic, hey Aaron, I'm going to focus on the action if you stay tight on talent A or talent B. That means that I know exactly what we're going to be getting in each of those cameras, so when we get to the edit, things just run a lot smoother. When you're working in teams with multiple cam ops and audio, it's just really handy for everyone to be in sync. It's kind of like our own human time code. Now, I don't want to tell anyone to buy anything because at the end of the day, you know your situation, what your work looks like, and how much financially you can justify spending on something. But what I can say is that if you're thinking about something like this, however helpful you think they may be, it'll be 10, 100 times more helpful. Communication is the key to success in every area of life. I've been racking my head and I can't really come up with any tangible drawbacks of this product. If I really had to pick one, maybe it's a little bit plasticky and maybe the sound quality could be a little bit better. But at the end of the day, it does exactly what I need and the sound quality is totally fine for voice. I'm not listening to music or anything like that. And when I compare it to my Sony XM4s, which are some pretty solid headphones, it's not that much more plasticky at the end of the day. Accsoon has also released a new Como SE, which is a more premium model, which just by looking on the website, it seems, well, a little bit more premium. Another thing I'd say isn't really a drawback, but more a bit of a quirk is each of these batteries come with 10 hours of battery life, which is fantastic. I've got the 3 headset version and I've got 6 batteries, which means 10 hours of battery life each. That's 20 hours of battery life per headset. Fantastic. However, the charger only has 5 slots. So it means you got to cycle the batteries through once, get them all charged, take the batteries out, put the extra one in. So you have to do 2 cycles of charging to get everything fully charged. It's not a downside, it's just a bit of a quirk. If this is something you think that you could utilize on set, then definitely check them out. For me, they're worth every cent. And I'm going to be using these next week at a music festival, which is going to be so crucial in a live, fast-paced environment. But these aren't just for traditional film sets. There's a multitude of different areas that these could really benefit you in. Let's think about the automotive industry for a second. Let's say we're filming a car commercial. We've got our talent car and we've got our tracking car. Both those drivers need to be coordinated and working together. We've also got the gimbal operator, the focus puller, and maybe a director that are all working together, all 5 of those people to work in synergy to get the shot we're after. Now you can scream across the car and hope that someone hears. You might be on a racetrack with a loud car that needs to be able to go fast enough to keep up with the race car. If that's the case, good luck getting your message across. Having this, flip it down, make sure everyone knows exactly what the director wants all at the same time, absolutely crucial. You might be thinking, why not just put them on the hands-free on the car? Well, there's a few reasons. If you're on a racetrack, a lot of those cars do not even have that sort of functionality. Second of all, if you're on a racetrack, the noise can be way too loud to even get that across. You might find yourself in an area that doesn't even have cell service, so using phones just isn't even an option. So to be able to use these guys and work within 400 meters of range, which for most car stuff is absolutely plenty. Drive-bys might be the only area that it may come into impact if there's no way to turn around for 400 meters, but that's a separate thing. These things aren't just handy for those situations. Think about filming a live event. You've got your keynote speaker, you've got your guests, maybe some awards are coming out. For Cam Op 1 to be able to be like, hey, I've got a tie of the speaker, someone at table 7 is about to win an award. Cam Op 2 can make sure he's getting over there to get that reaction when the award gets announced. And Cam Op 3, he's getting general clapping and the walk up to the stage from the wide. Having that synergy in a team is absolutely crucial. And if you forget an SD card because you're an absolute idiot, hasn't happened to me yet, thankfully, but you can flip it down, you can tell your producer, hey, can you grab a card from the Pelican because I actually don't have one. Flip it up, the client's completely in the dark and think you're doing your job absolutely fantastic. So when they get that hero video at the end, they don't know that there was issues all along and they just see a fantastic product. You saved your ass again. Anyway, enough rambling. The Accsoon Como is about 800 Australian dollars for the 3-pack. So be wise with your money, but if you need it, well, check it out. Speaking of checking out things, check out that subscribe button, check out the like button, go listen to Manic by Wage War, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Look, back and I'm better than ever. I think I got a vendetta. Oh, now they call me, I seen them. All of those times getting severed.